Guess we'll tell them we're ready to go live.
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on a second, I just gotta grab something.
Just saying, just can't pull my chair in.
Hold on,
Yep, that was
hold on.
444. Roller bros don't work. It's weird.
I can't see, my glasses are so dirty.
Why do you have to miss her?
You ready? You ready, Kathy?
Ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? You ready, Jeff? Okay. All right, you ready? Jeff is hungry, so let's go. All right, Jeff is hungry, so we need to make this fast. Okay, Jeff, they are also hungry at this end, so we will make this as fast as we can. Okay, all right. So, good evening, and welcome to the regular scheduled meeting of the Mayor and Borough Council. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025, and it is about 7:04. So we'd like to call the meeting to order, and we'd like to read the Open Public Meetings Act, please.
This meeting was called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Union County Hawk, Westfield, New Jersey, the Courier News, Bridgewater, New Jersey, the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, Union County Local Source, Union, New Jersey, and the alternate press tapinto.net. In addition, copies of the notice were posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. Notices on the bulletin board have remained continuously posted. Proper notice having been given, the Borough Clerk is directed to include this statement in the minutes of this meeting.
That's great. So for everyone that is here, if you would please rise, and then we'll stand for a moment of silence for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I would just say that this month is Go Red, where we celebrate women's heart health. And we'd like to keep all the women in our prayers that have succumbed to heart attacks or heart disease, and to remind women that to take care of themselves first and second. Thank you. Okay, so with that, I'd like to have a roll call, please.
Council President Patricia Walsh. Here. Jeffrey Danks.
Here.
Gina Berry.
Here.
Anthony Carter.
Present.
Erin McElroy Barker.
Here.
Catherine Mitchell.
Here.
Mayor Marr.
Present. Okay, thank you. So we will begin tonight's meetings with an appointment, and I always say that we are so thankful for our residents that answer the call to bring their professional skills to many of the boards and commissions. And so tonight I have the honor of swearing in a good Fanwood resident that I have gotten to personally know to the Board of Health. So I'd like to call forward Diane Cuckrow, please. Do I have the Board of where's the swear?
It should be in. That's it.
Right here? Okay. Okay, and then where's the?
The Bible is at the podium.
Okay, so would you like to ask a family member to come forward, because you have to swear you in? Thank you so much. No problem. Here, get you. Okay, you want to hold on to your mouth, and then your right hand, and repeat after me. And I state your name, Diane Switzer, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
and partially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of a member of the Board of Health
of a member of the Board of Health
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I can take that. Here, because I signed there. And who's the liaison to the Board of Health here?
Jeff this year.
Jeff, are you the liaison to
No.
the? Okay, well, that wasn't a trick question, but okay.
It's Kathy.
So is
I am.
Oh, Kathy Mitchell will be the liaison.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. All right. So thank you very much, Diane. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Jeff is with.
Okay, all right. Okay, moving on. Oh, I should have stayed up there. Moving on, let me just sign this. Okay, moving on, I'm gonna come back over here. And I'd like to call forward members of our own Social Justice Matters that are here in the audience. I see Joan, I see Taisha. So it's nice to see you guys. Yeah, so thank you for coming and accepting this proclamation on behalf of the governing body's recognition of Black History Month. So you want to wait for a minute? And who is this that we have coming to? So I don't know if I... Hi, Doris. Welcome. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you. I'm glad you do. I always wonder if people do. So like I said, the governing body is proud tonight to recognize Black History Month, which was formally established in 1976 to honor and recognize the profound contributions and significance of Black history throughout our nation. And whereas the historian Carter G. Woodson launched Black History Week in 1926, choosing the second week in February to coincide with the birthdays of President Abraham Lincoln on the 12th, and abolitionist and writer Frederick Douglass on the 14th of February. And whereas Congress expanded Black History Week to National Black History Month 50 years later, during the nation's bicentennial celebration, at which time then President Gerald Ford urged the country to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. And the theme for this year's Black History Month is African Americans and Labor, which encourages our reflections on the intersection between Black people's work and their workplace and in all forms, as well as key moments, themes, and events in history and culture. And Black History Month serves as a time for all Americans to reflect on the rich heritage, the resilience, the accomplishments, while acknowledging the ongoing progress and contributions brought to our society. So it's my honor to here tonight to proclaim and read into the minutes of the meeting that Black History Month in the borough of Fanwood, and we encourage all residents to celebrate the creativity, the cultures, the tradition of African Americans, to participate in any way that they can during the month-long of educational events that honor and recognize the invaluable contributions to our community and our nation. So thank you for coming. So let's grab a picture first here. You want to hold this? All right, thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tashira Wheeler, and I'm the president of Social Justice Matters Incorporated. I would like to thank Mayor Marr and the Fanwood Council for this honor and recognition this evening and for being a supporter of Social Justice Matters Incorporated. Social Justice Matters Incorporated, SJM, was formed in 2009 and is a local grassroots nonprofit organization. Our members are committed to active inquiry into matters of race in our society and to working toward an equitable community. SJM serves as a resource for community concerns and facilitates truthful and meaningful discussions and action about race and race-related topics. Some of the efforts in which we are involved include serving as funding sponsor of the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. SJM has also sponsored and co-sponsored an event at each of these celebrations. Over the last 8 years, SJM has sponsored and hosted 7 Juneteenth celebrations, and we are grateful to the Borough of Fanwood for your help and support in making these celebrations successful, and we hope that we will continue this support this year. Each year, the celebration has grown in size and in sponsorship. SJM is also a part of the coalition of organizations, the New Jersey Faith Allies for a Reparations Task Force, say the word, working to pass a bill to create a reparations task force in New Jersey. Other members of the coalition include the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice, Unitarian Universalist Faith Action New Jersey, the People's Organization for Progress, and the NAACP New Jersey State Conference, among others. SJM was also the convener of the Scotch Plains and Fanwood Joint Committee for Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation, TRHT, that was supported by the Rutgers University. Our SJM board and general members have worked with residents of the historic Kramer Manor neighborhood in Fanwood to form a research team to compile a comprehensive history of the Kramer Manor neighborhood. We proudly wrote a letter of support to the New Jersey Historical Commission for the inclusion of the Kramer Manor neighborhood in the New Jersey Black Heritage Trail. And I'm very happy, and I believe you all recognized the work that Jill Jackson Jones did just a few weeks ago, that neighborhood is now a part of the historic Black History Trail here in New Jersey. So we are very, very proud of Jill Jackson Jones, also the members of Kramer Manor, but also our SJM members were proud to support and have worked to make sure that this historic area right here in your borough still remains a historic area and that no one is forgotten about that history. SJM continues to support the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Black Student Union and their various projects, and we provide funding for the annual BSU scholarship that is given through the Scotch Plains Fanwood Scholarship Foundation. Social Justice Matters. We will continue to work with our community partners and community members to eliminate inequity and to lift up diverse voices by fostering positive relationships among neighbors through education and advocacy. Again, I thank you, Mayor Marr, for everything. I thank you to each of the council members and to all of the community members assembled here tonight. Thank you so much for this honor and recognition.
So before you go, and because we go live on Access Television, I think it would be worth just a couple minutes to just make sure people understand why Kramer Manor was placed on the trail, because I don't assume that everybody really fully appreciates that history.
Yes, well, Kramer Manor, for those who do not know, is a historic Black neighborhood. Kramer sectioned off a portion of your historic Fanwood borough, specifically for Black residents. What's important to note is that during the time, there was redlining that was going on. And so Black residents were not allowed to buy homes in certain areas. And so Mr. Kramer thought, you know what, they deserve an opportunity, they deserve a chance. And this area, which, and forgive me because I'm a Scotch Plains girl. So I knew Kramer Manor. I had many friends who grew up in Kramer area. But right where McGinn School is, by the Kramer Manor Park, all the way down to about Seville Road, that is your historic Kramer Manor area. So if you are living in that area now, you are in a wealth of history. There's a lot of, there's still residents who are still there living today who grew up in that area. And what's beautiful about the Kramer Manor History Project is that Jill Jackson Jones, Pam Brooks, who's a former board member of SJM, Pam Brownstein, a board member, and many other Kramer Manor residents, they were able to interview older residents and capture that history. Deacon Elwood Green, one of the founding members, being able to purchase that house and build that house in Kramer Manor, they captured his voice before he passed away. And this is really, really important because to get that information while our elders are still living, and to capture that and to keep talking about it. It never dies. It never dies. And so you have a gem right here in the midst of your borough. And, you know, Social Justice Matters and all educators, anyone, anywhere, we want to make sure that this gem is always, always talked about and never forgotten. So it is a very proud moment for that to be on the New Jersey Historic Black History Trail. And just the fact that we have it also housed on our SJM website. So if you don't know anything about the Kramer Manor history, you can go to our website, www.socialjusticematters.org. We have a tab specifically dedicated to Kramer Manor. You can view the film, you can look at the transcripts, you can see and read the words of Deacon Green and others, so that way you can understand the importance of why Kramer Manor really is the gem of Fanwood. So I thank you for allowing
let you
me.
go without that, because that's really,
Thank you.
it's
Yes, absolutely.
it is a
absolutely.
moment, right? Because you
Yes.
don't you have to apply, right? And not every application gets a designation.
Yeah, so you have a gem right here, but thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks for coming
everything.
out.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we have one piece of correspondence, which is asking us to light up Borough Hall for Eating Disorders Awareness Week, February 24th to March 2nd. Do we know?
Is there a specific color to that?
I'm reading it here.
It's blue and green.
Okay. And our Public Works doesn't mind getting that? Okay, so I
If they
think
know
that.
about it, they're ready.
Okay, so that's perfect. So we will be lighting up Borough Hall on February 24th to March 2nd to draw attention to eating disorders. At this moment, I'd like to go to the public section of our meeting and have a motion to open the meeting to the public for any comments that the public may have at this point. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. I'd like to call forward any members of the public. Just please state your name and address for the record.
Michael Lewis, 41 Beach Avenue in Fanwood. You have resolution 2025-02063. When you get to that one on the consent agenda, could you just elaborate a little on that in terms of why you need it and how much it's going to cost? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. With that, may I have anybody else wishes to come forward? With that, can I have a motion to close the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have minutes of our work session meeting, which was held on February 3rd, 2025. May I please have a motion to move?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we have resolutions 260 to 268.
First, there's the payment of claims.
Oh, missed that. Okay, so Councilman Carter, could you please move resolution 059?
Yes, I move resolution 2025-02-059, authorizing payment of claims for February 18th, 2025.
Second.
Okay, may I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh,
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks.
Yes.
Gina Berry,
Yes.
Anthony Carter,
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker,
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to go to the resolutions that were under the consent. I know that we are going to pull resolution 063 out.
And 062.
I think he just asked for 063.
I don't see any maximum they shall be paid.
Want an elaboration on that? Approve any professional
sorry?
services
I
agreement
don't
for
see
the
any
provision
maximum that they shall be paid.
of labor and council services.
Okay, so which one are you talking about before we just go off? I was just pulling out.
062 and 063.
Okay, so why don't we do this?
There's three altogether that we should probably discuss.
Okay, so how about this? How about, we're not going to do the consent agenda because we don't have that many, and I will just go through them individually because by the time we do that, that's half of the ones that are there already. All right, so Councilman Carter, do you want to move under ANF 060?
Yes. I'll move resolution 2025 -02-060, authorizing acceptance of grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for the Borough of Fanwood for recreational improvements 2025.
Oh, this is the money from the state for the improvements at the Grand Park, the
Yeah,
tennis courts.
yeah.
Correct.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we have a move, we have a
Second.
second, may I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Carries.
Okay, so then we have 061, and so before that's read into the record, Jesse or Trish, do you want to discuss?
061 is to accept the grant agreement for the second grant we received.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's my bad. I thought that, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry, go ahead, Anthony.
I'll move resolution 2025-02-061, a resolution authorizing acceptance of grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for the Borough of Fanwood for capital improvements in 2025.
Second.
Okay, may I have a roll call on that, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Carries.
Okay, now Jesse, sorry.
So 062, 063, and 064, we had approved professional service agreements with Shane Schaefer at the beginning of the year. The firm was bought by another firm, Rendon Coughlin Michello. So this is just,
Oh, novations. This is like a novation agreement where they just changed the name because we awarded them a contract at the reorganization meeting with our other professional services, and they no longer exist as we awarded them.
correct. The
Okay.
dollar amounts are kept the same, so for 063, we allocated not to exceed $1,000. We kept it
How
the
much?
same. Not to exceed $1,000.
$1,000, okay.
So can we attach that to each of them? To each 062, 063, 064? So we have the dollar
I mean,
amount.
if-
Oh, you want to attach the dollar amount?
Well, the dollar amount may be different for each, I
I
have to
can
look.
tell you what I have the dollar amount for each.
So it does say, right, in the resolution, it references the resolution, right? It says 0128, because we did that in January, right? 0120 and 0123.
Correct, they're all amendments of the original resolutions.
Okay. Does that suffice?
I mean, in the past, we've said that it becomes a bit cumbersome to try and have someone refer back to another resolution where we can just include it in the resolution we have here.
However you, I mean, like, do we,
Do you
like,
have a preference?
Whatever the council wants to do.
okay. So we can make a note to amend the resolution right now to reflect the original awards that was done on the original resolution, right? So we can take if you want to move and second the resolution with the amendment to reflect the dollar amount so that the next one will have the same that's referenced in 0128 and then 0120 and 0123.
So you'll read in the dollar amounts.
I don't know if he has them all, that's what they're saying.
CFO has.
I have the last two for sure. They're both $1,000. The Labor Council, I would have to verify.
Okay, so can we just make a motion then to have that amended as was just pushed by you?
And then
You just
Courtney and
move
I-
it as amended.
Okay,
Move it as amended.
okay,
We're going to-
Okay, yeah. okay.
So, and I'm going to reference the other
I'm sorry,
resolution. Make sure
Jeff?
it's the dollar amount.
I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
just confirming something.
okay, that's fine. I want you to feel good. Okay, so if we can move 0261, please?
Yes.
I think you,
I move 610.
and then I need a second.
Second.
May I roll call?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, 062?
All right, so I'll move resolution 2025-062, -02-062. And it's the resolution amending 2025-01-28, approving a professional services agreement for the provision of labor council services. As our BA has explained, that it replaces this previous resolution because there's a change in ownership in the firm, and the dollar amounts remain the same.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, next, 063.
All right, I move resolution 20, thank you. I move resolution 2025-02-063, and it's the resolution amending 2025-01-20, approving a professional services agreement for the provision of Okra Council services with the dollar amount as stated by our CFO,
$1,000.
$1,000.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yep.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I move resolution 2025-02-064, resolution amending 2025-01-23, approving a professional services agreement for the provision of tax appeal attorney services in the amount stated by our CFO.
$1,000.
Okay,
$1,000.
may I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank
Okay,
you.
next.
Next, I'll move resolution 2025-02-065, and it's a resolution authorizing block 88, lot 37 as tax exempt and authorizing refund of 2025 first quarter taxes.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call? Excuse me.
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next.
Next, I move resolution 2025-02-066, and it's a resolution authorizing block 78, lot 7, as tax exempt and authorizing refund of 2025 first quarter taxes.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you very much. Moving on into Public Works, we have two resolutions that we'd like to move for this evening.
Yes, I move resolution 2025-02-067, authorizing the borough to advertise and solicit bids for curbside collection and disposal services of recycling materials pursuant to the New Jersey Public Contracts Law.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great, and for those at home, this is because our recycling contract is set to expire December 31st, 2025, and the DEP has some pretty stringent procurement regulations, which has to have the RFP out on the streets, so to speak, for like 3 months.
60 days.
Yeah, 2 months, before we can make anything, so we're kind of right on target here to make sure that there's no issues. Next, I have a question on this one. This is approving a shared service agreement for PARSA. So is this a new agreement because we actually finished the first round of cleaning?
The old agreement actually lapsed last year. They did not inform us that it was up for renewal. We reminded them and they kept the price the same.
But, so this is now just going back again and doing the same,
It's renewing the same agreement.
but the first agreement was to do each quadrant.
Right.
So they've done the 4 quadrants, and now they're going back to the, I guess, the first quadrant X amount of years later and continuing. I mean, that's what we're doing here? Okay.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
I move Resolution 2025-02-068, approving a shared service agreement with Parsa for maintenance and cleaning of sewers.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes?
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
So the only question I have on this is that they talk about how it's for a 5-year term. But it goes out to 2034.
Yeah, I gotta double check that.
So if you look at the now therefore, it basically says that we will pay them an annual fee for each year of the 5-year term. And that's what I'm used to, was that it was a 5-year term. But the contract and the resolution goes out to 2034, which is more than 5 years.
Is there a
I
typo
will,
somewhere?
I will call them about that.
Okay, so we need to
I don't think
just,
they're allowed to go out that far.
right, so we need to pull that and,
5 years.
Right.
Under New Jersey Public Health.
right, but
I believe.
that's not what they gave us. So we'll just pull that? So we need
Well, you
to,
could pass a resolution.
for 5 years?
No, let me double check what the resolution says.
It says-
2030.
2034.
That's 9 years. Yeah,
So we can just pull it.
yeah. When's it expire again,
It
Jesse?
has.
It did
It already
already.
has.
So what's another
Oh,
month?
last
2
year.
weeks is not
Yeah.
going to be an issue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
thank you.
Yeah, just
Appreciate that.
double check that, 'cause
Thank you.
I think it's 5 years.
Okay, so let the record show, I think, did we move that?
No, we didn't.
We didn't move that, right?
We did.
Okay, so
This
we.
just did it, yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
we
we
need to
did it
rescind
already.
that.
Okay.
So I need to have a motion and then a second to rescind the resolution due to the errors in the resolution and the agreement. And we'll bring it back at the next meeting.
Okay, so
Just need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to rescind Resolution 2025-02-068.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, under A&F, we have one ordinance, please.
Yes. I call up for second reading, ordinance number O-2025-01-R, and request that the clerk, having produced affidavit of publication, also read the ordinance by title.
An ordinance by the Mayor and Council of Fanwood, County of Union, and State of New Jersey, amending the Borough of Fanwood Code of Ordinances to repeal Chapter 257, Flood Damage Prevention, to adopt a new Chapter 257, Flood Damage Prevention, to adopt flood hazard maps, to designate a floodplain administrator, and providing for severability and an effective date.
Thank you. I move that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
May I have a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. I'd like to call forward any members of the public that wish to make a comment on this ordinance where the biggest change is that we just had to the DEP wanted some clarification on one or two words. There was nothing substantive. Seeing that there isn't anyone that wishes to come forward to make a comment, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I move that this ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, be published by law.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell?
Yes.
Carries.
Thank you. Okay, so that handles our one ordinance. We have a new business?
Yes, so, our new tax collector, Paula Ferreira, who's also our QPA, pointed out that there are contracts that can be procured between the bid threshold of $17,500 and the threshold that is raised higher if you have a QPA on staff of $44,000. Anything in between $17,500 and $44,000 is called a window contract. You can pass a resolution designating your QPA to be able to enter into those contracts, and then pass a subsequent resolution confirming those contracts here at the governing body.
Right.
So what I'm asking the governing body is it okay at the next meeting to have one resolution giving the QPA the authority to enter into those contracts, while also understanding that when we do those contracts, we will give its own resolution here at a council meeting to confirm it. And the one quote that you see there is for our janitorial services contract. It's under the $44,000 threshold, over $17,500. It is more appropriate to procure it in this manner.
Yeah, then it is, right, through RFP. Any questions?
No, not good.
Okay. I think so. Yep, makes sense. Okay, no old business being carried over. We will get into our standing committee reports and begin with administration and finance with Councilman Anthony Carter.
Thank you. So A&F had a meeting last Thursday, and we'll start off. Many of you will be glad to hear that the ambulance was finally sold. Yay! And the amount was $92,000 or so. $94,000. So kudos to our BA and CFO and all of those who got behind it.
I was a skeptic. I was a skeptic.
Those are times that I'd like to be proven wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's great news. And they'll find the appropriate place to use it in our budget as afforded by law.
Next year.
Next year.
26.
26. All right, the next thing is, and it was Mayor's desire also to float some dates for our budget discussions amongst council, so, people have schedules and be certain that they can clear their schedules and make time, an appropriate amount of time. So hopefully this week, we'll get some dates floated to council and see what fits everyone. And we'll have our budget meetings. Of course, the state has mandated that if we don't plan on hitting, or if we don't hit the mandated date for passing the budget, we have to pass a resolution beforehand, extending the time and giving some target date on when we may hit. So we're going to try to avoid that as much as we can, but things aren't always in our control. We can do the municipal side, of course, we have control of that, but we have little to no control over when the county says their number, or the school board gives their number, or even, state passing there. So we don't have full control over budget, and some people may believe we do. The only portion we can control is the municipal part. That we can bring in, but we can't bring in a full budget until the others adopt theirs and tell us what the number is that needs to be included. I know we discussed, not going too deep, in the past, we've come up with our municipal number, and then once the other, say, county and school board came in with their number, we have judiciously made adjustments to our municipal number so it wouldn't hit our residents. So, one of the things we discussed is the municipal number is kind of what it is, to not affect any services there. And when the school board and the county come in with their number, then, we'll have to have those discussions as they arise. Judiciously, the county has been pretty flat or low over the last several years, but, the school board is another thing, and whatever they come in with is what they come in with. We're just the collector and the payer in that regard. Okay, then we're not to go too nuts, we had some more discussion about marijuana and where it is in our immediate vicinity and where we are with it right now. And one of the things our BA needs to know from us as a council, and I don't believe we need a formal vote on this, Mayor, you can tell me, is it okay for him to just enter into discussion with our planner. Doesn't cost us anything on what the cost would be to put together a plan that can be presented to council for some direction. But before he even enters into the conversation with the planner, which doesn't cost us anything, he needs some direction on us, from us,
Right.
on whether we even want to go down the road of exploration.
Right.
So I leave that up to council to make that determination.
Right, so I think
We
that,
just had a meeting this morning.
right, I think there's a desire, right, to investigate. But I think, and I see our zoning officer here, so really our zoning officer is very important to that conversation. I know that Ray has done quite a bit of work already, right, looking into this. So I think that we've got to polish off your notes and have Ray, our zoning officer, in that with the planning, because they just really go hand in hand with that
Yes.
conversation.
So that's a yes.
I think there's a yes to get a proposal from the planner to work, right, to just kind of understand what that,
Give us
what that means.
Get the
more
Yeah.
balls
information.
rolling.
Yeah, because there's a lot of, she's going to look for direction from us, so we need to be able to give it to her, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, Jesse, just needed to hear from us that it was okay to have a conversation with her to
Yep.
open it up.
Yeah, you got to just make sure the plan zoning is involved, please.
That guy.
Okay, thank you.
And then we have continuing the conversation with Garwood regarding our shared service court agreement. And I believe we know that we currently share the court administrator only. And we had a copious conversation about it, but ultimately it's the AOC they're the state regulatory board for the courts, and they will jump in and make the decisions on certain matters here. For instance, as which court building we'll actually use. And then there are a couple different models we can use, but we'll get into that as we get a little closer also. All right, and then we had discussion about reviewing the current ordinance related to the development in the areas in need of. And I believe we have some meetings forthcoming, and we'll discuss those and report back to council. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. I think we have the tax collector's report to move. Under
Yes.
administration and finance, please.
I'll make the motion to accept the tax collector's report for January 2025.
May I have a second?
Second.
And may I have a roll call, please?
Council President Patricia Walsh,
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks.
Yes.
Gina Berry,
Yes.
Anthony Carter,
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker,
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell,
Yes.
carries.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, under public safety.
Okay, so for the month of January, the police department handled 891 calls for service, 28 on average per day. This included 127 traffic enforcement details and 334 building security checks. Officers conducted 60 park and walk details, as well as responding to 38 medical calls and 30 fire or burglar alarms. During the month, 47 vehicles were stopped for traffic violations, and a total of 122 summonses were issued, 38 for moving violations and 84 for parking. I actually think it's 127, but that's okay. Various officers attended 3 different training classes, and there was 1 adult arrest this month. Public safety has been working with the lieutenant and our BA to hire a new officer to fill a vacancy that we already have. And so we are in the process of conducting final interviews, and I hope that we will be hiring someone or bringing that person to council very soon. We are also working with the police department pretty closely to plan, as we are expecting 2 more retirements from the Fanwood Police this year. We are expecting an officer to retire this summer, and a ranking officer, I should say, and another officer will be retiring before the end of the year. So we will continue to work with the police department to make sure that the police department is well-staffed and able to meet the needs of the community. And we believe that Lieutenant Krantz is fully aware of the needs of this community and is doing whatever he can to make sure that we are covered. So we appreciate that. I think that's it for me.
Okay, Rescue Squad?
Okay, we have, I guess we're doing the month of January here. Brian sent me his report. We had 14 calls answered. We had 9 insufficient crew calls. We had nothing for second call requests. Average response time is 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Total response hours are 72 hours. And we had 5 oxygen administrations. Also, under that, we want to thank to Juliana for representing FRS with the monks visiting Borough Hall. I Am Responding is now being utilized, and e-dispatches will no longer be received. All active members must download the app, please. Please make sure your settings are appropriate. That is for that.
Okay, thank you. Under Fire?
No report.
Thank you. Okay, moving on under Public Works.
Okay, this is the Public Works Summary Report from January 17th to February 13th. So they continue recurring monthly activities and routines for inspection and maintenance, cleanup, and repairs. They have cleaned the storm drainage inlets. And as far as seasonal activities, they completed the annual winter brush pickup program. And the next program will not be until April, so they're asking that residents be reminded not to place any additional brush in the streets until April, as the department deals with inclement weather and snow. The Public Works assisted the school referendum special election. They had some overtime because of de-icing operations on the streets and the parking lots and the sidewalks during the snow events on February 2nd and February 6th. There were also snow removal operations for January 19th, February 8th and 9th, and the 11th and 12th. So I've heard they've done a great job on that. Several people were saying that they were happy with the removal of the snow and the timing that they got the plowing done, so we want to thank them for that. The recycling center will be open on March 1st from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the self-service drop-off. And also residents are reminded that plastic bags and film are accepted at the Public Works facility by appointment during the next specialty recycling event on March 1st. And that's that.
Okay, thank you. Under Land Use and Historic Preservation, Gina?
We actually have a meeting tomorrow morning, so I can report that the next one.
Okay. And then the library, we also have a meeting tomorrow night?
We also have a meeting
Right.
tomorrow night, yes.
All right, thank you on that. Historic Preservation?
Yeah, we had our meeting, and the commission is involved now in planning for the AMREV 250 events, which are coming up. And we will be attending a joint meeting with Scotch Plains Fanwood Historical Society on
Nice.
March 7th to discuss some joint events that we might want to do, and to continue discussions on what we might be doing just in Fanwood. So we're gathering some information about some exciting things that we might be able to do.
So as they start to talk about that, we should, like, hear back what they have to say, because everything's
I
going to
think
take
after this
planning
meeting-
and some money and, you know, like what we want to do to celebrate the country's birthday here, right? And
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas floating around, so we have to
Right.
narrow down what each town is going to do or what we'll combine.
And if you can just have them make sure we understand what the county is doing, because each county
Yes.
is doing
Yes.
a bunch of stuff around the state, you know, they're kind of
We
the,
already joined the county groups.
right. So they're going to do stuff.
Mhm.
We just, I think you just need to kind of make sure we understand what they're
Yep.
doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Tell them thank you. Environmental Commission?
We have no report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kathy Mitchell?
First of all, I have the green team. I don't really have a report because they're meeting tonight, and so
I
for
love their
the
green
past 2 months,
tips.
I haven't been able to do that. But I'd like to report that our Sustainable New Jersey application has been sent in.
Oh, that's good.
We needed 150 points, and they were able to get us to 215.
Wow.
Hey,
Does that change our level, or is that just
No,
a
it's still
cushion of a
within the
good
same
one?
level.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
we really
That's not
have to
easy.
thank Kate Gerlich and her team for all of their hard work. I know they've had quite a few meetings and
That's
quite a few
huge.
discussions with everybody in the borough to.
We need to celebrate when we get our recertification, for sure. and have
Absolutely.
them in.
Absolutely. And as they're meeting tonight, they're planning, I don't know exactly what they want to collect this year. I think as I have reported in the past, their collections last year of the sneakers and the crayons, and I think something else, were very, very successful for those things to be recycled. And the most important thing is it kept out of the landfills. And let me see.
Shade Tree?
Shade Tree, oh, great meeting the other night, a week or so ago.
Oh, great.
First of all, we have received this plaque, which tells us that, well, first of all, we are in our 32nd year as a Tree City USA.
Gonna hold on.
And this can go up on the Wallenboro Hall.
How many years?
Oh, that's nice.
How many years?
32.
That's great.
And they've already sent the application in for this year.
That's great.
There was some initial discussions for Arbor Day, which will be April 25th, so we'd have a little time for that. We finally decided that to get started with the labeling the trees in the Arboretum as the budget allows.
Mm-hmm.
And to go ahead with the Memorial Tree Program.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got all your forms?
Yes, we have a form, I think. Jesse sent me a form a long time ago. Also, they're also going to start replacing the markers for people already have memorial trees, but the markers have been damaged or have disappeared over the years. So they're going to put those markers back in place. And let me see. Oh, the spring planting, they will start planting probably in May. So if you want a tree in front of your house, to please get in touch with someone here in Borough Hall. Or I think there's an application on the website also for that. Kath,
is
that just to replace a tree? Any of the other trees.
Is that just to replace a tree, or
No,
you
if-
can request also?
A request.
Okay, thanks.
If you want a tree in front of your house, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
And the way they designate what tree goes there, it depends on the wires,
Right.
the overhead wires. So you're not going to plant an oak tree or a maple tree on a street on the side of the street where there are wires, because they grow to be quite tall. And I think that's it for those two committees.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, anything on the planning board, Councilman Carter?
No,
I
we
don't
meet
think so.
again on the 26th.
Yeah, it's been kind of quiet so far.
Yes.
Okay, moving on under recreation.
Okay, under recreation, we are tossing around, we started some meetings for the 5K for this coming year, where we have more to discuss on that. Also, they are looking for counselors for summer camp already. So if anybody knows anybody who would like to become a counselor, please contact Bob Budansky or just go into the recreation site. That'll do it as well. On another note, Memorial Day Parade, we are thinking about, since it was canceled last year, we're thinking about asking the Santos brothers again to come back and have their day in the sun, so to say. Hopefully it's sunny.
Inside.
For Memorial Day. So that's my report.
Okay, thank you. Anything under health, Kathy?
Under what?
Health? The health department?
No, the Board of Health did not meet this month,
Okay.
but I do have
Your seniors,
seniors, yes.
please?
They met a week ago, and they will be meeting this coming Monday. And their guest speaker will be George Rufa, who
Greg.
is.
Greg.
Pardon?
Greg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Rufa. Greg Rufa, who is 100 years old.
And paints like nobody
And,
else.
yeah, getting into that, yes.
Seriously.
And he is an artist and he's a painter. He's a World War II veteran. And he's going to be there and give us a little update on his 100 years of living. And
Little update.
explaining his paintings. And so that's this coming Monday. And then for the future, they have a representative from Mr. Tech coming to talk to the seniors and maybe helping them with any of their devices. And again, at a
When
future
is that?
date.
What time?
When is that?
I don't know what date
Oh.
that is.
We are working on scheduling a date
Okay.
in April, probably.
I was going to say, you were pretty quick then.
I talked to him, but we didn't hammer it all out yet.
Another date, just giving you some updates of, upcoming things. Somebody from Sage is going to be there, and they're going to talk to us about furniture restoration. Yeah, so it sounds like some exciting events for the seniors. And I think that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you very much. Liz is not here. She's on vacation for her economic development update. Yes?
I have something.
Yes.
I didn't want to interrupt. So, as I was signing our invoices, I noticed that the PSE&G bill for the library, which was a point of discussion during construction,
Yes.
has decreased by almost 100%. As we stated, the lights had to be adjusted, things were left on overnight, and I can see that from July right through August, September, October, November, December,
It's going down.
it has steadily declined, even though we have to heat that place up the same way we had to condition the air for cool.
So you're
And-
seeing now the bills decrease substantially?
Yes,
This last one is truly substantial.
yes.
All of our bills will start to go up though, because
The-
utility rates are going up about 17% across the state.
Which we can't control.
We got a little reprieve, but we will get across the board.
Isn't that June, I think they start?
Soon, yeah.
But it's almost 100% decrease from July.
That's good, because we have our meeting tomorrow night, so we'll mention that to them.
Right,
Thank you.
the other thing is, I'd like to give credit where it's due to our employees, so our court administrator, part-time court personnel have been diligently working to get the tickets that were kind of set aside during COVID, and there was no real enforcement. They've been calling the individuals who have those tickets and giving them the opportunity to come in and pay them. And there's been a substantial uptick in that, so we want to give our part-time court staff, they've been working diligently
That's good.
to bring that in.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. And I think I'm going to come back over to my right with Councilwoman Walsh, who has the fire report to please read to the
Yes, so
public.
for the month of January, the fire department responded to 27 calls. We had 2 odor investigations, 4 fire alarms, 2 down wires, an elevator emergency, 4 water conditions. They assisted a citizen, carbon monoxide alarms, commercial fire alarm, a dumpster fire, a transformer fire, and 3 mutual aid calls. There were no injuries reported during the month of January.
So they were busy.
They were busy, very
They were
busy, yes.
And I
Thank you.
believe I spoke to Chief Picola, which you'll confirm is coming in next month.
Yes.
I think he has his annual report, and then we have the special presentation that will be on tap. Nice little fundraising opportunity
Yes, and they have their dinner coming up in March.
with the
Yeah.
rescue squad, right, the
Yes.
9th, I think. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. All right, so with that, I'd like to have a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to call forward any members of the public that wish to make a comment. Please state your name and address for the record. Excuse me. Seeing that there isn't anybody that wishes to come forward, I'd like to have a motion to close the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. And with that, that concludes our meeting this evening. We will come back for our work session, which is on Monday, March 3rd, 2025 at 7 o'clock, as we are blowing through the month of February, right? To please stay safe out there with the weather and take good care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night.